Hey, it's PJ here with Mom on the Run. As I said earlier, I'd be back to talk a little bit more about what I recently learned in regards to Bijou Masterson's involvement. Now, for those of you that don't know, Bijou Phillips Masterson is Danny Phillips' wife, longtime girlfriend before then, all right? So, what came to light today when I was watching Aaron's channel on YouTube, and I'll tell you again, growing up in Scientology, everyone should watch this. It's fascinating. I tell you, he does good work. Great work, Aaron. Okay. So this morning, what he ended up discovering is there was a TikTok out. Now, I don't have TikTok, so I appreciated him breaking it down, and I watched a snippet. So this user, who goes by the name Doc lowercase Dunn, talked about her experience in the about 2005 going out, hanging out in the Hollywood scene. All right. There was a very hot club called Club Hyde that everybody who was somebody was at that freaking club. Okay. So apparently that night she was there. She goes with a friend. They go back to Danny Masterson's house with some other friends. They're like, oh, we're going to have a party at his house. Just, come on by. So according to her, and I'm just going to kind of condense what I heard here. And obviously, you can watch her video and hunt it down. And you can also watch it in full on Aaron's channel, Growing Up in Scientology. But what I will tell you, what she said, you guys. Now, I will just say this. Bijou's actions saved these girls. But let me tell you what happened. According to this girl, they went back. She's playing poker. They're having a great time. Her friend, who's not even inebriated, and about 20 minutes in, can't talk, slurring her words, is like, I can't sit up in the chair. She excuses herself and goes to the bathroom. So they're sitting there, and Bijou is pissed, okay? She's mad that Danny brought all these people back to her house, and girl, I feel you, all right? I was with one of those too. The person who wants to bring everyone to the house, let's party. And you're sitting there like in your pajamas. Next thing you know, you've got 100 people in your house having a party. No. So needless to say, Bijou was not happy about this, right? So she's sitting there, and the girl says that she went up to her, tried to talk to her, tried to be all nice, and Bijou does one of these. Gave her the cold shoulder, gave her the evil eye, you name it. Bijou, don't blame you for that, right? Don't. I don't know many women who would. So long story short, after her girlfriend gets up, excuses herself from the table, and goes in the bathroom, and they're sitting there, and everyone clears. It's just Bijou and this gal sitting at the table. She says, I better go check on my friend. She goes into the bathroom to find her friend laying up against the wall, just, not feeling good, just trying to hold herself up. And lo and behold, what does she see? She sees Danny Masterson standing over her like this up against the wall. Like close. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And according to Doc Dunn, she came up there, grabbed her friend, and said, oh no, we gotta go. And Bijou flips out. It's like, I want you out of my house. Now, this is 2005. There's no Lyft. There's no Uber. You had to call a cab. And I just want to warn all of you, because even when the days of Uber and Lyft, and she even said she was not bright in her young 20s going back to someone's house. So unfortunately, they were stranded. They're sitting out in front of the house, Sunset Boulevard, or up in Sunset Hills, or the Hollywood Hills off of Sunset Boulevard. She's trying to call cab drivers. Danny comes out, Bijou's following. They don't realize these two girls are still sitting out in front of their house on the curb. Sitting. What are they doing? Bijou is apparently ripping him a new one. And she is screaming at the top of her lungs to Danny, saying, I know what you're doing. Do you think I'm stupid? So it was a good thing that Bijou flipped out that night, because as she later said, she thinks Bijou saved them. Saved her friend from being essayed that night by Danny. But this disturbs me deeply, because this whole entire time I've been thinking, as many have, Oh, poor Bijou, she couldn't have known. Well, folks, this is 2005. Bijou knew. Apparently she knew. She called him out. And then it was, I guess, widely believed that since he was with Bijou, he wouldn't do any of this activity. Folks, where there is smoke, there is fire. Okay? It's disturbing to me when you see Bijou's past of living with someone in active addiction, the level of denial and toxicity that went on in that family, to then see her with another predator and protecting him. Now, more will be revealed. She is also a member of Scientology. So, pray for her. Pray for her. Pray that she gets conscious and becomes aware of what's happening and can get herself free. But I tell you, as of now, 2 more victims have come forward. How many more are out there? How many more? I can tell you by probably this time next week, we'll probably have close to another 10, maybe 20 people are going to come forward. So, very disturbing to say the least, isn't it? Very disturbing. And like I said, I'm not done yet. More will be revealed. So stay tuned. And if you have anything to add, of course, you can you can share. And I just want to be clear, I always want to identify my sources. I also don't normally identify SA victims, but a lot of them have come forward and have started to use their name. And in that situation, I feel that, it's valid to give names. And I just want to say, if you are a victim, if you've been drugged, by the way, drugging someone is a crime, as Aaron had to point out earlier today, because some people are still trying to downplay things. The fact that you're drugging people to take advantage of them. It's so bizarre to me that he and Bill Cosby have done this. I grew up in Southern California, and I would see the type of things that women would do. And these men, women will just come up to him and just be very upfront and blunt. They just want to with them, okay? So I don't understand. You're a good-looking guy. You're on a great show. Everything's going good. Why do you have to drug somebody? What is in it for you to do that? It's so sick. It's so twisted. It is so dark. And as I've said, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Unfortunately, I am hoping in the future, after I dig through all of this and give you all the little tidbits, I'm sure there will be something new to discuss. And I do typically like to follow pop culture and just talk about little things that aren't quite so serious. So just so you know, hang in there. I am definitely in motion. Things will grow. Things will change. Like I've said before, I felt it's important that the whole entire thing is told, all right? Because I don't like the way some things have gone down and the way some people have been treated. And I'd like to see all of the victims get their chance to speak. And I hope that'll happen real soon. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're in good health. And please discuss if you have daughters, even if you have a son, discuss these things with them. Let's have a conversation around this. This shouldn't just be, oh, wow, look at that. Oh, he got 30 years next. I personally would love to see some people have some really good discussions about this and come to a better understanding. Because I can't believe in 2023, we're still treating SA victims like this. It needs to change.